everyone, welcome back to the Gen Con stream. We are playing Reptiles 2 Lizard in the City today, which is a lovely script by my good friend Arrow. It features the Stormcatcher Fabled, which is a special Fabled that says, name a good character. If in play, they can only die by execution, but evil players learn which player it is. In this script, the Stormcaught player is the drunk. So if we have a drunk in the game, then the evil team will learn who that player is and they cannot kill that player in the night. Very silly, very fun mechanic. And we will see how it goes. So the other fabled in this game, normally the Djinn is a fabled that it basically says you use the Djinn's special rule and all players know what it is. This is typically used for jinxes. So if there are two characters who don't play nicely together based on their normal interactions as characters, then the Djinn can be used to sort of create an additional rule that changes the way that one or both of those characters work so that you can play with them together in a game. In this case, the Djinn is not being used for that. The Djinn's special rule, which all of the players already know, is that the storyteller will make lightning sounds anytime the Alhadikia selects players, and that is announced to the town. So I am obligated, as per the rules of this script, to make fake lightning sounds every night. And the players know this, and they're aware, and that is why the Djinn is here, for no other reason. This is a valid use of the Djinn, according to Arrow, and I guess now me. So there you have it. Let's set up a game. I also saw before this in the chat a few people were talking about the character release. The next character release from the Pandemonium Institute is going to be next week. So 1 week from today, you can catch me and Ben Burns, Ben in his normal location, and me live from the Sydney airport after I've just landed after 15 hours of flying, telling you all about an exciting new character. So let's build a game. We've got one minion today, and it is an Alhadikia game. So I played some games to support John Gracie's new game. For those of you that haven't seen, John has this really cool new trivia game called You Know It, and he's got a Kickstarter going for that, and Chris Grace and John partnered together to run a big stream of games. John, I think, is just wrapping up right about now, a 24-hour stream. But we played some Clocktower. One of the things that we wanted to do was have a psychopath, and having a psychopath was very fun, and so now I'm just staring at the psychopath and it's tempting me. So I might want a psychopath. So jury's maybe still out. I think I do want a drunk. But one thing I want to just quickly double check with the Stormcatcher, they can only die by execution. Cool. So what I like about this is that the psychopath cannot kill the drunk because that is not an execution. And so I think I will put this in because the psychopath will know who the drunk is and they'll have to intentionally avoid hitting them. And we'll have a drunk, which means we'll have to pick an extra townsfolk. We'll also need a second outsider. And I think I might put in a barber because I think barber with psychopath creates some interesting options where the evil team could choose to swap the psychopath and the demon if they want or need to, and then push the good team into more of a 50-50 about what's happening and how likely they will be to figure out who the demon is in a final day or late game situation. So let's think about what's going on here. I think I want to avoid a tea lady just because the psychopath won't be able to kill the neighbors of a tea lady if they're both good, and that could be quite rough. I think maybe a chambermaid. I often really enjoy with the Alhadikia trying to put in lots of things that might not want to die to execution. I think we'll put in an undertaker because they'll be able to confirm good players, but realistically, evil players. If an evil player dies to execution in this game, the Undertaker is likely either going to know what they already are, or the game will be over. So I think that's probably good. I think an Innkeeper could be interesting. I think maybe a Flower Girl is good as well. Let's see what else. The Fool could be sneaky, but I don't always love the Fool with the Alhadikia. I think that let's get a General in here. And then I want a Snake Charmer, but I don't want a Snake Charmer because if we put in a Snake Charmer, then the psychopath might accidentally kill them because the demon would have no incentive to tell the psychopath they'd been snake charmed. So I think let's stay away from that. And let's put in a philosopher as our last one, and we can decide who the drunk will be based on where the tokens shake out. I think I'm happy with this as a now that I've just said a bunch of things about why I don't want a snake charmer. I look over at chat and everyone's like, snake charmer? I love the snake charmer. The snake charmer is my favorite character. A couple years ago, Patters, as a meme, I wrote an essay for Patters explaining why the snake charmer is the best character in the game. I still maintain that it is one of the strongest characters in the game. So some people have talked about this rule, the idea that the snake charmer, that you shouldn't tell the minion and demon info until after the snake charmer picks on the first night, and I really, really disagree with that. I think that creates a very unfun dynamic, because the starting demon then doesn't have the information that they should have on the first day, and that severely hampers the way that they're able to engage in the game. It's much less fun for them to be put in a situation where they basically have to say, like, I was snake charmed and there's nothing I can tell you that would make you believe me. And I think so that's it. I think like it is marginally more fun for the minions at the expense of the demon, and that's not worth changing an entire game rule for, in my opinion. And in practice, like, if you hit the demon on night 2 as the snake charmer, it has all the same problems as you have from hitting the snake charmer on night 1. So changing it just for night 1 doesn't make it better for any other point in the game. And that to me, like, is kind of the essence of the snake charmer as a character, is that you get to basically, you get this really powerful ability. You get to confirm people as the demon, and it's super high risk because the price of that is that you don't, you might become the demon. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, like, if you're really worried as a snake charmer about hitting the demon on the first night and you think that's going to be an unfun interaction, it is always an option for you under the ruling of the snake charmer to just pick yourself. And so I think having an extra rule to try and make that situation better for minions at the expense of the demon is just not worth it to me. That's a very long-winded rant about nothing. Let's have some characters. We have, Birdie, Psychopath, and Jules, Demon. That's going to be a very fun team. Sam has Broom, as is his nature. And yeah, this is going to be a good mix. I think I'm excited to see how this shapes up. And I'm very curious to see who we should drunk. I think I'm slightly leaning towards drunking one of Rob or George, but I think we have a little bit of time to decide that. So let's send them tonight in a sec. I'll do bluffs now because I might as well. These bluffs are going to be a little bit tough. I think that's the downside to like what we've put in the game. I think we could put in an outsider bluff, because that'll be something that'll give them a reason to live. I think we can put in maybe Chef and Sailor or Fool. I think Fool is decent because that could be a reason why someone hasn't died in the night, and it's not really a reason to test someone. Yeah, these bluffs aren't going to be amazing, but I think they're going to be like okay. And Librarian, because like Jules could confirm the drunk player and seem confirmed themselves. Yeah, so not awesome bluffs, but I think that is sort of the price of putting in the setup that we have. And this is a good in real time reminder that maybe sometimes you should think about what bluffs you're going to give before finishing what you're going to put in the bag, which we have learned the hard way tonight, but we'll see. And again, I think it'll be okay because I think potentially there might be lots of fast kills. So we shall see. Let's go say hi.
Yeah,
Hello,
that's fair.
everyone.
So.
Say hi to chat.
Chat is here. Hi,
Hey.
chat.
Hello.
Cool. Now sleep.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, I just realized my settings are switched. Cool. I'll turn your cameras on for chat. Now they can see you, but you can't see them. Or each other. Woohoo. Okay. Time to run a night. We're doing great. Let's see. I just discovered recently that I can, in fact, turn on the
Has anything exciting happened, JC?
That's what we want. Storyteller waking order. This doesn't help me. I still need to look at what is happening in the night. Like, I still look at the night order. But it's nice to know. Okay, so let's have a drunk flower girl. And yeah, so we'll tell the evil players that Rob is the Stormcop player. Rob is safe. Rob cannot be killed. Rob will get nonsense information, and that will be great. And then let's tell Birdie that Jules is the demon. Hello.
Hello.
You have an axe.
I do. I like it.
Cool. Well, hopefully you'll also like that Jules is your demon.
Ooh. Nice.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, no, stay. There's a Stormcatcher in play, so as an evil player, you get to know who. Sorry, I don't know why that was so funny to me. It's just like, oh no, don't go to sleep, come back. Rob is the drunk.
Ooh. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Okay, now get out of here.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, good. We're nailing it tonight. All right, so let's get Jules. Hello.
Hello. I had a feeling this was gonna happen.
It's fine. You're gonna be great. If the games on on John and Chris's stream were any indication, people are just gonna completely have no idea that you're confirmed good for ages, and you're just gonna skip right on by.
Just chill. Yep. And everyone's
exactly.
talking about sports, so it won't be weird if I'm not joining in the night.
What are you talking about? You have a shirt that says sports.
Sports.
You wore it to my sports game. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna let you know that Bertram, or Birdie, is your minion.
Yes. All right.
And 3 characters that are out of play are Librarian, Fool, and
Wait,
Sweetheart.
hold on, sorry.
Yep.
Librarian, Fool, Sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
And-
2. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Because there's a Stormcatcher, and you are evil,
Yes.
I'm obligated
Yes.
to inform you that Rob G is the drunk, and he is
Okay.
Stormcaught.
Okay. And that means he can't die to me.
It means he cannot die unless he is executed. So if there is
Okay. He can't die at night.
or in the day. So like if let's say there was a Yagababble instead of an Alhadikia, if the Yagababble kills could not kill him. Or if there's a psychopath, like the psychopath cannot kill him. He cannot die unless he is executed.
Okay. There aren't. Well, there's not really characters like in this. Oh, there's a psychopath. Oh,
Cool.
thank you.
Good luck.
Here we go.
All right. So that is good. Technically, we were supposed to wake the philosopher before we talked to the evil team, but in this script, there's no thing that the philosopher could do that would disrupt what I've just told the evil team. So to that end, we are going to visit George now and just find out what he wants to do. Hello.
Hello.
So many
So-
options.
It's tricky. I'm also like weighing up whether I want to use it on night 1 because like a spy not knowing what I picked, at least in the first night, is nice. But it's a smallish game and the demon can kill 3 people at night, so I probably should use it.
Yeah,
But
up
it
to
means
you.
I'm probably not gonna pick like the start knowing characters who I'd often consider as a philosopher or like a virgin. I think I'd rather let those stay
will
in to
say-
do what they need to do.
There was a game where the real good philosopher picked librarian, and I, the real librarian, was told that one of two people was the goon. Neither of them were the goon, and I looked like an idiot for a very long time.
Yeah, yeah, that's the sort of example I'd give as to why I would not want to use a start known character on night 1. I'd love the info, but I think yeah, it's a 1 in 5 chance for spy, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. I am just going to take the Fool ability, please.
You got it.
Thank you.
Cheers. Ooh, that's really fun. I think that'll be quite interesting if the evil team decides to use the Fool bluff, and very, very, like, fun in a lot of ways. So we're going to change George's character token to the Fool, wherever it is. And we've marked George with is the philosopher, so we know that George is actually the philosopher, who now has the ability of the fool. So if George says die during the night, then the first time he will live. Yeah, it is a very tricky one, because if you say die, you don't actually die the first time. I might need chat's help on this one, because this is a bit of a weird one that I'm not totally sure how it works. Where if the fool dies, and everyone, like if two other people who can die during the night say live, and the fool says die, then all three of them would die. And I believe that the fool would still live the first time, because it's not like they're dying twice. They're only dying once. But I'm not totally sure, because I could also see an argument that, like, they used their first death when they said die the first time, but they didn't die, and then their second death comes when they die the second time. Like, that's not super clear to me. So, yeah. Like, it's a tricky one. But I think they just die if they say die. So I think they have incentive to say live, because if they say live and everyone says die, then the fool wouldn't die. But if they say die and then they die, that's just how I'm going to rule it for this game. And if any player asks, that's how I'm running it. Is that correct? We don't know, but that's fine. This game has a lot of really complicated rules minutia, and the more important thing for like weird specific interactions like this is just to make sure that your players know how you're running it so they can figure things out accordingly. So with that, let's find out who else we have to wake up. I don't think it's too many other people tonight. Yeah, it's just Claire and Sam. So I think for Claire, I would go like slightly good, I think, for tonight. Just because the good team has a lot of powerful roles, and the philosopher has filoed into something that's not in play. But there's a psychopath and an alhad that they're fighting, and those are both quite strong. So I think this is okay to say slightly good to Claire. So let's grab her. Actually, it looks like she's talking. Oh, Sam's talking too. Whatever, that's fine. We will get to her. When she's done talking, she'll ping us. So not too worried about that. Hello.
Hello. Sorry, I was chatting.
Oh, you're fine. I saw that you were chatting, and I was like, "You'll come when you come." Not worried. It's very much like, it's always a funny equivalent, because like when I'm running games in person, if somebody's talking away, I know which of my players can like talk seamlessly through being woken up, and which players will go and like just like completely vocal stutter, and then you know they're waking up. So I always like if I can, or if there's flexibility in the night order, because it doesn't matter like which things go when in sort of a chunk of things. Every single time, I'll just wait, or I'll wake up someone else, or I'll like stand in front of them, wait till they're done, and the second they're done talking, just like
the number of times in a real life game where I've gone, oh hello, and then realized that.
The silliest thing I've ever done, this is like years ago, I was the DA, and I was sitting next to my friend Duke, and I had DA protected him, and we were just like joking about it all game. But at one point I got woken up to like use the DA ability, and for some reason in my brain I thought that Duke had like nudged me, and so I was just like, oh, like nice tap, and he was like, what? And then the storyteller like whacked me again and was like, what are you doing? Like mouthing to me. It's just like, this is fine. Anyways, this is fine is actually, I think, a good motto for you as the general, because excellent. Good, in my judgment, is slightly ahead.
Awesome. And is that typically where you would start things? Being equal? Or would you
I
start
think, like,
neutral?
generally speaking, which is a terrible pun, I would say that usually the good team is somewhere between, like, they start the game, like slightly to, I think where they start the game is sort of slightly ahead of where your good team is, but yeah, like usually slightly good is pretty standard, but I don't just sort of default to that. I will always take into consideration like what characters are in play, who do I think is going to trust each other, what does the evil team have in their arsenal, etc., to kind of figure out what's going on.
Cool. Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Good luck. All right, and to answer the question, the drunk is the Stormcaught character. And let's grab good friend Sam, who has broom. As soon as we can. Come on. He's not even talking anymore. Well, we can always go back and yell to pick up our phone calls if we need to, but I think we'll get there. Hello!
Hi.
Look at you, having broom.
Ah, yes, Broom. I'd forgotten about Broom.
It was a good time. I can't, like, be the chambermaid or, like, interact with any chambermaids now without just going, like, oh, you have broom. I have broom. It's
Oh,
just,
man.
yep, that's
Must
just
do
how
sweep.
it is now.
Must do sweep.
Must do sweep. Who sweep you to, now?
I mean, most are long. So Rob and Jules.
Rob and Jules. 0. Which you can't
Fun.
say in one
Thank you.
syllable, so we're just gonna move on from that.
Thanks, man.
Good luck. Oh goodness, that is good. That is quite strong, I think, for Sam, because he's got that the demon's not waking. Only one of the demon's bluffs wakes on the first night, and Sam could potentially think he's the drunk if he lives, which means that Sam might be inclined to test whether or not he lives. So I think it'll be interesting to see how this shakes out. Like, chambermaid is very, very, very strong against this setup. But I think that's okay. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Not is a way of saying 0 or nil. I get nervous sometimes when I'm giving information that should be given and that people understand to be given in a particular context or way, because I want to make it abundantly clear what information that player has. So yeah, zip, zilch, nada. Nada is 2 syllables. Not helps. Doesn't help. That's everything. Let's play a game. Let's see how this goes. Good morning! The skies are clear right now, but I heard there's a lightning storm on its way later, so you better look out. It killed me in chat already. Good luck.
So the evil team knows the Stormcroft players, so whoever it is should probably just come out now.
Yeah, that's wise. Yeah, makes sense.
So it's me.
Sure. Yes, there's no drunk.
Yeah. If anyone backs into drunk later, then
Yeah.
they're clearly a minion who's just got their bluff.
It wants a word.
I'll chat with you, George.
Lovely.
Hello.
Mate.
What would you
How
like to
we
do?
I mean, look, whatever you like. It's good with me.
So I've got a problem here. I'm the tea lady,
Okay. That
which means that the
doesn't
people
sound-
next to me won't die. So if they pick live, they don't die, and then 3 people die, and it's
I
horrible.
mean, it depends on who's in the group, I guess. I'd see it as the opposite of a problem. Because at least in that world we have one good player who survives.
Yeah,
Plus,
True.
you probably get quite confirmed out of it.
definitely get very confirmed, I guess. Yeah, especially if they just keep picking live anyway, because that'd be great.
Yeah. Okay, that's actually super interesting. I'm the snake charmer.
Oh,
So I haven't picked one of your neighbours yet. I possibly should, but
you can
if
pick
we-
me if you want.
Oh, girl. So maybe not.
Okay.
Wait, basically, if everyone votes in the day, like whatever, man.
Fair.
If I'm
Yeah.
not going to get very useful information anyway, you can pick me. But if yeah, I'd rather not be picked.
Okay. If you feel like you're not getting very useful information, assume I have picked you and take that into consideration when it comes to live die choices.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just not. You would sort of be double protecting me because I'm the fool. So you could, I guess, if you run out of other options. But
Cool.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to make of Innkeeper with Al-Hidikia. Like, in terms of, am I valuable or am I a nuisance? I feel like I'm valuable because I stop a 3... Like, I have the ability to stop a 3-person death knight, but...
Yeah. You almost guarantee that, unless you're unlucky, that it won't be a three death knight unless you.
As many, when I say all, I mean 4 running around.
Hey, for chat's benefit,
Hey.
Alex has claimed librarian. I've claimed general.
And I've seen a saint who is not Claire.
Yet to determine how much of that is lies.
How rude!
Why would anyone lie in this game?
I know,
How
I know.
rude!
I've been entirely truthful, Alex.
I've been truthful as well. I
Okay.
said I have. Look, your wings might be clipped, but you get to lead it from the front and have the troops on manoeuvres.
Indeed. So yeah, we're slightly ahead.
Well, between your control of the army and my amazing store of books, I think we can win this.
I mean, it's not the go-to Arsenal, really.
Conversation with George about how healthy my lifestyle can be. Anyway, I'm the tea lady, so you can happily pick die, and you'll be fine.
Ooh. Ah. Okay. I was gonna pick live, so.
I mean, you can pick live
Oh,
anyway.
that's
That will
okay.
confirm me even better. Then we'd have to worry about Jules being good or bad.
I'll keep in mind. Cool.
Cool.
I am one of the 2 best roles in Clocktower.
Oh. You're the psychopath or the devil's advocate. Okay, cheers. I'll take that on board for later. I'm sure people who know you better than I do will be able to confirm you later on that. So.
Cool.
Okay, cheers, Betty. Cheers.
Bye. That
I
was me
like-
saying snake charmer, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, I know that. But I like that it could be not wrongly interpreted as just hard claiming what you actually are, which is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good indeed. I'm an honest guy.
Cool.
An honest axe. Bye.
An honest axe. Good grief.
Okay, cool. So, Jules, you seem to be JC's PA.
Yeah, definitely. Scheduling meetings between
Yeah.
him and other folks.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
And were you
Amazing.
loving all that sports talk earlier? It was just
Oh. I
it's
mean,
like,
there's watching.
wait, everyone here likes what's happening.
Yeah, I feel there's a bit of mansplaining going on. We like sports. I mean, that's nice.
I'm like,
I mean,
how much figure skating does that count? Maybe
Yeah, I
some
mean,
gymnastics, you know?
mate, I feel there's a new entry into the Olympics here for a sport. It should be poking fun at breeders. So I think this would be a great sport
Yeah.
for us. We would excel at this. Naughty breeders.
I know.
So
Kicking
yes,
your balls around.
absolutely. Oh. Well, especially in the potion shop, you're never quite sure what those balls are going to do.
Yeah, fair enough.
So we could have gone to the other one, which would be magic beans, but we've got magic balls of potion here.
So, you want to tell me anything, Alex, or should we just keep making fun of heterosexuals?
Well, as this is our new sport and we are launching it exclusively on
Happy
this
Pride, I
channel.
guess.
Yeah, happy
Yeah.
Pride. So we could take this to the next level. What's the film? Is it The Purge? Where they go and get rid of the This could be LGBTQ plus community together, clearing out some breeders for the day.
Goodbye.
Thanks. That's 4 people. I'm happy with that. It's in the chats.
I'll tell you more tomorrow then.
Yay, thanks.
Welcome back. Now's a good time to share anything public that might be important before nominations open.
I've learned nothing important. Ever.
Fair.
A product of the British education system.
So if I were to just nominate someone out of the blue and ask you to trust me that it's definitely a tea lady test, I assume you'd all be completely fine with that, right?
I mean, I'll vote for anything as long as it's not me.
Okay, I might change who I'm nominating, but that's fine.
I've
I'm not
always
hearing a no.
trusted you implicitly, George. I don't know why you would have to ask such a thing.
Yeah, just making sure we're all okay with that. Wouldn't want somebody to be concerned.
What type of tea is the tea lady offering?
Well, supposedly, very strong stuff. But
Could I claim psychopath and kill Rob?
Yeah, sure, you can claim that.
Okay, cool. There you go. Tea lady test done for you, George.
oh, that's a relief. Oof. Oof.
That's awesome.
Great news. Okay, yeah. Well, they get back then. I guess there's no need to carry on with that.
I mean, like, we should test it twice, though. Can I claim psychopath and kill Rob?
You can also claim that, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, now we're confident there.
Okay. Well, only one of
I
you can
am
be
confident that Rob is the psychopath.
These two first blind dates, Rob, you've had haven't gone well.
Well, I'm the fool, so you'll never know until tomorrow.
Wow.
Rob, you might be in a librarian drunk ping. I wouldn't be too loud and proud about being.
I'd look at the other one of this, right?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Reminder that the drunk can't die to the psychopath.
Well,
Oh,
nominations
yeah,
will open in 5.
Only by execution. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
True.
All right. Nominations are open.
I'll nominate Bertie.
Okay.
Well, now that I've been confirmed and my neighbours have been confirmed, we should execute somebody who isn't one of those three. Bertie meets those criteria.
Birdie.
This is fine.
How dare
Takes
you not be
5.
sat next to George,
Starting
Bertie?
now.
It's not my fault. My neighbours can't die. Well, it's a little bit my fault, but
5 is enough. Birdie's on the block.
Ironically, I think this is good for Bertie and kind of bad for town.
Interesting.
Huh.
I almost want to break into a song.
Go on then, Alex.
Good for Mama. What's that musical that's out of? It's good for. Oh, I'm thinking drag queens. Oh dear. I don't know.
Are you thinking Chicago?
Oh yes, could be Chicago. What's good for Mama? I'm getting like Catherine
Yeah.
Zeta on my brain. I don't know why. What's good for Mama? It's good for.
Mama's
I mean,
good
Prince
to
Monsoon
you.
was playing.
Yeah, Mama's good.
playing
Yes.
her on.
Yeah, Mama's always
Broadway,
good
so.
for you.
I like that we've covered the entire spectrum from sports to musical theatre.
Yeah, I was just saying the people who were quiet when we were chatting about football
This
were
is-
having their
You're now
revenge.
piping up for musicals.
Yeah,
Nothing has ever been more my stream.
A drag queen.
That's it. Pride's making a comeback.
Last call for nominations.
I nominate Claire.
Pourquoi?
I don't want the game to be over already.
We're back.
I don't think it will be.
5 to tie, 6 to die. Starting. No.
But it's useful. So this means that Claire isn't Bertie's demon, because otherwise the game would be over if you got this right.
4 is not enough. Closing the day in 5. 3. All right. Birdie is executed. And I'm going to need you and George to throw some rock, paper, scissors down.
Holy shit!
Okay then.
So
Okay,
if you
then.
can just use the little feature in the app, assuming both of you know how it works.
No, what's the feature?
Okay.
So if you
Go
go
for it.
to the cogwheel on the top right, in the keyboard, next to raise hand there's a symbol, and you can change that hand to one of rock, paper, scissors. So like right now my hand is paper, and you can change that there to be rock or scissors.
We'll give
When you
some
click on it, does it
practice,
appear,
guys.
or do you?
So when you click
no.
on it, yeah, and then you use the space bar to
And
send
then
it.
space actually makes it appear.
Yeah, so lock it in, and then when Jams counts down, space.
Do you want to practice doing it now so that we know that you know how it works?
But don't do the.
I've got it.
All right. Well, friends, it's time to throw fists or peace signs or palms. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey! Well done, George.
Birdie is chopped up by George's scissors. Executed. And dies. Good night.
Well, sorry, Bertie.
Bertie might be bad.
Fortunately, the Alhadikia can pick a dead player, so Birdie can very much come back to life. Not the biggest issue in the world. For the evil team, it is a little bit rough. It's a bummer that he didn't get to get a kill in. It is unfortunate for the evil team and very well placed by Lorinda to just bluff T-Lady as the Undertaker. But I think that we're not in such a bad position, because I think the Alhad will probably get a pretty good chance at potentially resurrecting Birdie. So we'll see. Let's see who JC's going to protect.
I was more about the outsiders.
Hey,
Oh.
who would you like to protect?
It's a tough one. I'm definitely protecting Jules. Jules is lock it in. I wish I'd paid more attention to who voted, so I know whether it's fair to drunk the flower girl or not. Since I did not, I think the demon will probably try and kill George, because George just killed the psychopath. So I'll choose George and Jules, please.
You got it.
Thank you.
Cheers. There's nothing I love more about that than the fact that the innkeeper is protecting two people who are claiming to have abilities that cannot die. That is absolutely delightful. Let's see who the Alhadikia is going to pick. Hello.
Hello. Well, I guess I know what my minion is.
That works.
I was like, DA or psychopath, I guess. Okay, here we go.
All right. Who would you like to pick tonight?
Okay. I think I'm gonna go for JC. Then Sam, then Birdie.
Excellent.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, chat, it is time to make fake lightning sounds. And I'm pretty sure I'm just going to quickly double check. Yeah, nothing else that we have to do now. So yeah, fake lightning sounds it is. Here we go. Silence! The Alhadikia has spoken. And the Alhadikia has selected. JC, please message me whether you'd like to live or die. The Alhadikia has selected. Sam, please message me whether you'd like to live or die. The Alhadikia has selected. Bertram, please let me know whether you'd like to live or die.
Well, that'll be a quick choice.
Tough one.
The Alhadikia has spoken. You may now resume to your regularly nightly scheduled activities. Today we have learned that I'm very bad at making fake lightning sounds, but I'm having fun with it, so that's fine. So that's a dead chambermaid, a living innkeeper, and a living psychopath. I don't think there's actually a thing to say, so I'm just gonna say life. There we go. I like to leave out the tokens after they've picked, so I just leave a token on anyone who's going to die. But there's not actually a way to mark with tokens who's going to come back to life. But we have these tools online, so we can use that. So where do we get the budget for these crazy effects? Beats me. Right. So what I love about this is that Lorinda is going to learn psychopath because that is who they executed, and then the psychopath's just not even going to still be dead. which is loads of fun. Let's take a look at who voted, because we need to think about what to give Rob the drunk. So Alex, Lorinda, Jules, Rob did not vote, George voted, Claire did not vote, JC voted, and Sam voted. I think we just give a yes here, because it clears Claire, and if Rob then finds out later on that he's the drunk, it no longer clears Claire. So I think that's fine. Yeah, so we'll give Rob a yes. We'll just put a little demon voted here, which isn't drunk information, but again, I don't think that's an issue. George is currently a drunk fool by the innkeeper. So if George is executed tomorrow, George will die, which is interesting because it could make them think that George is the drunk. And Lorinda is going to learn psychopath, and then Claire. Let's talk to the other players first, and then we'll come back to Claire and decide what to show our general. The appropriate spelling for thunder and lightning sounds, I have no idea. But we can come up with that. By the end of the stream, we'll have some good ideas for that. Let's tell our Undertaker what's going on. I'm sure they'll be shocked.
Hello.
Hi. Psychopath.
Oh, I hope I'll be the drunk and learn something that wasn't the true info. Okay, thank you very much. Cheers. I'm still going to pretend I'm the drunk. Okay, thank you.
Cheers. All right, let's get... And Jules actually has a quick question of how does Fool interact with Alhad, so I'm just going to quickly actually bring them into a chat to talk about what we talked about earlier. Hello. So you asked, how does Fool interact with Alhad? And I wanted to talk about that because it's a weird one.
Yeah.
Essentially, the way that I'm going to be ruling it this game, unclear if this is the correct way to rule it or not, but I am going to openly answer this for anyone who asks and clarify it at any time that it comes up, is that if the Fool chooses to live, then they will live, and if they have not been, if they still have 2 lives as the Fool, then if everyone they were picked with chose to live, everyone would die, but the Fool would be dying for the first time, so the Fool would stay alive. However, if the Fool said die, then they would have died for the first time at that point. And if the other 2 people said live, then everyone would die, which would mean that would spend the Fool's second life, in my ruling of it here, because I think that makes sense. So basically, if you say live, you would live, and if everyone said live, you would live, but...
Even if the other 2 people died.
Yeah.
Right. Because everyone lived, but that was your first...
When you died, you spent your first life.
Sense, even though it's very counterintuitive.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
No problem. Alrighty. Let's tell our flower girl that the demon voted. Hello.
Hello.
You are shocked to learn that the demon voted yesterday.
Well, I think there are 2 people who didn't vote, which is, I guess, it's something. But yeah, cool. Thank you.
Cheers. Interesting. Now I want to double check and be like, did I? No, definitely only 1 person didn't vote, but that's okay. It's, works in Rob's team's favor if he thinks 2 people didn't. So not bad for us. And then let's think about Claire. I think I would still, I would probably lean somewhat neutral. And here's why. The psychopath can now kill freely because they don't have to worry about hiding it as a play because they're just outed. The innkeeper is currently protecting the demon and 1 other player, which means that if the innkeeper hits the demon and the psychopath, I will have to drunk the psychopath, which is pretty good for the good team. But also the chambermaid has died, and the Undertaker didn't really get useful information because they just learned that we killed a psychopath. So I think I'm somewhere in like the neutral to slightly good range, but maybe leaning neutral. So yes. Oh, and there's a conversation happening in chat about the barber swap timing. So one of the interesting things and one of the really cool things about this game, we're just going to philosophize about game design for a second. a lot of things in this game, in terms of the order that actions are resolved, are intentionally left ambiguous to give storytellers the agency to make things more fun for their players and to support evil players' bluffs in the game. In the case of something like a barber, there is intentionally not a space in the night order that the storyteller is supposed to run the barber every time, no matter what, because the game design wants the storyteller to have agency to run that barber swap when it is best for the evil team, because the barber's ability is supposed to help the evil team and it's supposed to hurt the good team. So the storyteller should look at the night, like after a barber has died, and basically establish, like, when is it most beneficial to me as the storyteller and to the evil team as players to use that barber swap and to give that barber swap to the evil players so that they feel they have the most agency in using that ability to help their team. With all that said, with the Alhadikia, I find it quite awkward to incorporate abilities into the middle of the Alhadikia phase. I think the whole point of that Alhadikia announcement and the fact that it's public is to kind of maintain this like space where the only thing that's happening are the deaths. And so I would not resolve a barber swap from a barber who died during an Alhadikia like announcement until after I had resolved all 3 of the kills or living, whatever choices had been made. So basically I would announce it, I would say the 3 people, if the barber chooses to die or if the barber chooses to live but they've all died, then after everyone has died, I would go to the demon and I would say, a barber has died, would you like to do a swap? So that is how I would run it. Doesn't necessarily mean that's how everyone should run it, but one of the things, again, that I think is great about this is that storytellers have agency to be a little bit flexible with night order in certain areas. Obviously, like, you shouldn't ever have, you know, information rolls go before things that kill or poison. But I think if you think of the night order, I like to think of the night order as sort of chunks of things that are largely like, there are some things that can kind of flow between those chunks of information. There's some things that are pretty interchangeable. And like the night order above all is, and like Steve likes to say, the night order is a suggestion as opposed to a hard and fast, like everything must be run in this perfect order. If your players are very puzzle oriented and they really like the logic of solving what's happening based on an objective order of how things are happening in the night, then having, you know, night order and treating it very loosely as the storyteller might not be as fun for your players. And so you do want to also consider like how your players are approaching the game, whether or not they're the sort of players that are relying on knowing that you're running things in a very specific order in order to piece together their puzzle. But again, it's all about just making things fun for everyone involved. Let's tell Claire that things are slightly neutral, based on the fact that I think the psychopath being alive is going to be quite strong for evil. Hello.
Hello.
I'm going to tell you that things are neutral right now, in my opinion.
Okay. That kind of makes sense.
Cool.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Awesome. Let's do it. Oh my goodness, I've inspired someone to be helpful to you. How dare you? And now Amnesiacs, it's like I just want it to be fun. I just want the game to be fun. It's a game, it should be fun. That is all. Let's do a day. We've got a day to run. Good morning. During the night, Sam suffered a deadly concussion and perished. Birdie's alive, though.
Wow.
Oh,
That, Birdie?
that's nice, isn't it?
Amazing.
Oh,
I'd forgotten that Birdie would be picked, and I was trying to test if I was drunk or not. It's a shame. Yeah, so that's nice. What are you?
I am the general.
Nice. Who's winning?
It's now neutral.
Yeah, with me being
Good
dead,
start.
Birdie being alive, that feels right.
Yeah, I mean, Tam got a lot of info there with confirming Bertie and therefore not confirming the other minions.
Yeah.
But equally, now that I guess the Alhad can cycle.
Yep. I'm going to mark JC as good as well. I don't think there's any reason for JC to be evil there. It's risking a lot.
It would be, wouldn't it?
If I pick live, the game's over.
Unless Bertie's specifically instructed to
But Birdie's
say
alive.
die, but he didn't, so he's, you know, yeah, fair. That makes sense. What are you? Innkeeper? or-
Chambermaid.
Oh, chambermaid. All right.
Yeah. I was
Fair
trying to see if I was drunk or not.
That's fair.
Cool.
Who
Alright.
did you check?
I checked 2 people. Sadly, I have a 0, which unfortunately doesn't help anybody, because Demon would have a 0.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
innkeeper or the drunk?
Fine. I'm the philosopher. I went into something cool. I would
Okay.
like to not be drunk.
What do you philo into here? I can see. Okay, yeah, no. Cool. Hopefully you don't get nominated today.
Yeah, I mean, look, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Might be worth talking to Lorinda to see if they'd be interested in getting protected, based on what they claim to be. It's possible.
Cool. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Very much.
Yeah, you leave voluntarily. Oh wow, it's literally like buses here, Jams. One in, one out.
You
I'm
gotta
the
be a
saint.
test, Alex.
I'm the saint, Sam. What were you?
Chambermaid. Good to know.
Oh, glossy.
I'm
I don't know if I believe Bertie's saying he's a snake charmer, and he says he snake charmed me yesterday.
well, I mean, he's
I know
not
he was
that,
dead.
but hey,
I know. But we had fun. I asked him what
Did have
he
fun.
was, and he entertained me with his bluff.
cool. All right, we should kill you tomorrow. Not today. That'd be ludicrous to the Saint. Tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah. I'd be very sad if we do that.
Cool.
But see you in a minute.
I hope you told Brody you were something big and juicy to throw an axe at.
No, I just said I was the same, and he's
That
welcome
was-
he's welcome to hatch at me, but he just makes he's going to make it harder for his team. I thought
Okay,
it was quite
it's a double
convincing.
bluff. Double bluff. I like it. Cool.
Cool. Bye bye. Double bluffs.
How about that?
Happy days. Cool. Alright, speak to you a bit.
I am convinced that the demon is in that chat of 4 people: Lorinda, George, Rob, G, Claire. Which makes you good.
I would definitely believe that. I can't do my gossip this time of the demon's name ends in a vowel though, so
So what are you?
I'm the fool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I feel almost like an outsider in this particular script. Like,
Nah, you're fine.
Let me introduce you to my friend Soldier.
yeah, I had to be like, so Jams, how does this work? And it's basically like reverse, like live is live and die is live and then die. So or something. Yeah, I don't know. I think I got the math on it.
Cool.
What were you, Sam?
Chambermaid.
Oh shit.
I have zeros. It's not super helpful because the demon would also have zeros. But it's okay. I was trying to see if I was drunk and I forgot that Brody would be picked after me. If I'd remembered that Brody would be picked, I would have picked Liv.
Right.
Not the end of the
I
world.
mean, he would have died either way, right?
Yes, but Brody would still be dead.
Brady would still be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
Good
it would
plan.
have costed JC, and I think JC is good. I just think JC's about to die to Brody's axe.
Yes. Yeah, that feels
Alright, cool.
probably right. Alright. See ya.
Jules makes sense, possibly.
I don't have a claim.
Jules makes
Just-
Jules
Yeah,
makes
it does
Jules makes
actually.
sense. Yeah, Jules makes sense with the.
We know we don't
Yeah.
have a DA. So.
We don't.
Yeah. Anyone? We know that anyone who lives is good, which is fun, but I mean, there's only limited reasons why that would happen at this point.
Or I'd be down for executing you, George, as well. But I don't know what you're claiming. So
That doesn't seem relevant. I'm
I
just
think it's quite relevant.
I mean, well, I got Bertie killed. I'm probably good. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Oh, Jams!
Alright, cheers.
Ending our chats.
Been a long day.
Yeah.
Noms aren't open yet.
Have we found the other outsider yet?
I think I might be the drunk.
no way of knowing.
Are you willing to say why?
The position of the kills given my role and the ordering.
I think I might be the recluse, and Jams might have taken it too far.
Oh,
Yes,
very
the very
Oh.
on-script recluse.
Yeah.
You're very reclusive. It's like an exclusive recluse.
I mean, you didn't kill anyone yesterday. You were a psychopath yesterday. So.
Psychopath.
Well, nominations will open shortly, just as a heads up.
Oh, is that because someone should kill someone?
Be careful what you
Okay.
do with your snake.
Ah, true. I claim psychopath and kill Claire.
Thanks.
I have a confession to make, everybody.
What, you're not the psychopath?
It's me, I'm the psychopath.
We trusted you, Bertie, and this is how you repay us.
I think you might be the last one to know, Bertie, honestly. I think.
I'm looking at Lorinda today, personally.
I don't mind. Yeah.
Yeah. Lorinda.
Although, like, the problem is, if Lorinda thinks they're drunk, I kind of want to avoid that, and I'd rather go somewhere else. I'd rather execute someone who doesn't think they're drunk. Or, sorry, that's the wrong statement. I'd rather execute someone who isn't claiming to be drunk.
I don't claim to be drunk.
That's fair. We're not doing that again.
Okay, well, nominations are open.
Lorinda nominates Jules.
Why?
I want to nominate one of Jules or Alex based on the events of last night and my positioning. And Jules was one who I heard more suspicion thrown at in my chats during the day.
Jules?
That's fair. I don't know. There's a big chat of 4 that I don't really know what was going on, but yeah, we could try.
Nothing really went on, to be
I
honest.
think
with you.
nothing. In that chat of 4, honestly, I think nobody missed anything.
Takes
to be
4,
fair.
starting now.
But that's why I think the demon was in that channel 4. I'm almost convinced the demon was in that group of 4 people.
I mean, I just accepted pings and tried not to leave people alone in town square, so...
Yeah, I didn't
4 votes
accept
is
it.
enough.
I'm upset about that. Sorry about that.
Jules is
Well,
on the
I
board.
got left alone in town square, so
Oh, sorry about that.
That's our bad. I apologize.
it's okay. I don't actually know the etiquette of like pinging into chat, so that I just sort of sit as
If
people
you
are
ping me, I will add you in.
talking. Okay,
Um,
well, I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's-
okay. I think I do know how to do that, actually. Sorry.
Yeah.
Revealing to all of chat how well I know this app.
that's-
I mean, in real life, if people were off having chats, you wouldn't just sit around doing nothing, right?
Yeah.
You'd wander over and say hi.
Yeah.
No, I'd sit around
Right,
doing
right.
nothing.
I mean, you what?
Chance is not
Finally, some
lying.
peace and
They
quiet.
would definitely sit around and do.
You find the sofa.
I'll nominate Lorinda.
Tell us why.
Sam, can I pass it over to you? I feel like you had more thoughts than I did.
Yeah, sure. So just based on how Ham was moving around today, I strongly suspect that the DM was in the chat of 4 people, which was Lorinda, George, Rob G, Claire. Thank you, Bertram, for killing that down to 3 people. Much appreciated, bud. I think Jules is good. I think Lorinda is someone who very much could be evil. Worth bearing in mind as well that outside of these players, I have to be good because I am dead, and we know who same with Claire, because we know that the other evil player is Bertram. Similarly, I think it's very unlikely that JC is evil because of the picks. It doesn't really make sense to rest the entire game on me picking Liv.
Lorinda?
Yeah, I should probably die soon. I'd rather not lift it today because it's probably going to take evil to lift. But I'm happy to die sooner rather than later. If I'm claiming that I want to be the drunk, it's an obvious way to avoid being picked. So yeah, I'm okay with dying.
Point of order, this is the last day when it won't take evil to lift.
Takes
Be
4 votes
exactly
to
the 5
tie
good
and
players.
5 votes to put Lorinda up for execution instead. Starting. No.
Because if we try and
Oh,
execute
fine.
the Storm Court drunk, they just won't die.
No,
So
that's
that's
not
how they
it
die.
works.
It's the only way they can die.
6 is everyone alive. Lorinda is
Oh,
both on the
yeah.
block and about to be executed because I don't think that will be beat.
All the way round.
Hard to imagine getting Bertie support on something else.
Closing the day in 3,
Oh, that wasn't real support. I was trying to make it tie.
2. Lorinda is executed, and does not do any rock, paper, scissors. Just dies.
Oh.
And the game continues.
It's not 2 psychopaths?
Well, that was lucky for the evil team. Literally everyone voted. So Rob will get another set of true information if he lives, which he should because he can't die. So we shall see. So Jules was on the block as the demon with 4 votes, but Sam trusts Jules. And so Jules, I think this was honestly really, really smart social play from them. They asked Sam to give their defense on their behalf instead of trying to give it themselves, which I think gave it a lot more social credit because Sam has trust in Jules right now. Jules is often a really strong social player, and so I think it's really fun to see that kind of work in their favor and sort of help them out. I think Sam will probably realize tomorrow what's happened, assuming Jules makes it through the night. But yeah, let's see what's going on. Let's grab JC.
I was the poisoner who came back to life 3.
Hey.
Hello. I definitely protecting Rob. Definitely protecting Rob. George explicitly does not want me to protect him, which makes me want to, but
that is fair.
It's difficult. Based on how yesterday went, I don't think Jules is likely to be picked. So, and I think I am likely to be picked. So the ideal scenario is the people picked are me and the people I choose, because then my drunkenness goes away. So let's just assume everything that I just said definitely happens, and I'll choose George and Rob G, please.
George and Rob G. You got it.
Thank you.
Cheers. All right. So in that situation, I think we always make Rob safe because Rob is already safe and already drunk, and then drunk George because that gives evil the option of killing George in the day, which is good information, I think, for the evil team and for the good team. Time to find out who is getting picked. Hello.
Hello.
You have survived the day.
Oh, wow. I think I might do the bold play, but I'm scared. But Alex did claim Saint, and I think he's telling the truth. Actually, I don't know what George is either. Okay, maybe I'll do Alex, George, then me, and really cross my fingers that we don't all say live.
Okay, so Alex, George, you.
Yes. Because the only other possible thing of Alex being the Saint would be in a role swap with George. So that covers my bases, I guess.
All right.
And frame Rob G, question mark?
Good luck.
Thanks.
All right, let's see what happens here. So that's Alex, George. Which one is George's line of tokens? There we go. Oh, come on. Appear for me, token. George. There we go. And Jules. Yeah, I think JC has sort of the correct read here that like Jules is being framed. So a non-Jules demon wouldn't pick Jules to make it look like they're the demon. But that is okay. It happens. I have my guess is that Alex is gonna say live. Doesn't matter what George says because George can't die, and then Jules will die. But we'll find out, and it'll be fun no matter what. Yeah. So I think that so George is drunk, but George is safe because of the innkeeper. So George cannot die because he's innkeeper protected. So yeah, essentially, like once Alex is reconnected, I think we will run the picks. I might give it a moment just to make sure that Jules is like ready to respond. But I have a feeling that this night is going to end as soon as the Allied picks are over. But that's fine. We'll make some lightning noises. We'll laugh about it, and then we'll probably play like a speed TB or something, or a really fast game of this. So yeah, let's do it.
Descended into chaos.
God, who paid for these sound effects? Aladikia has spoken, and they have selected Alex. Please message me whether you'd like to live or die.
This is a bit stressful. I was just talking about Skittles and living in a happy world.
I require silence. The Alhadikia has selected George. Please message me whether you'd like to live or die. The Alhadikia has selected Jules. Please message me whether you'd like to live or die. The Alhadikia has spoken. Alex is dead. Jules is dead. The game is over, and the good team has won.
Ah! Applause for going for it.
So I would like to tell you
Applause for
something
going
very
for it.
funny, which is that JC, the innkeeper, had a very tough choice to make and decided, I'm not going to protect Jules because I think after that day, Jules won't be targeted. And then as soon as Jules' name was announced, I received a little message from JC that said, well, I fucked that, didn't I? Which, yes, because Jules was targeted,
Yeah, you
but
did,
also no,
JC.
because if you had
Yeah.
protected Jules, the Alhadikia, the game would have continued because they would not have died from picking themselves. This was in large part due to a really successful Saint bluff from Alex, the actual barber, who I think Jules thought, as a Saint, would be likely to choose die, and therefore it was relatively safe to pick him. However, as the barber, he wanted to live, and did. Meanwhile, George, the philosopher, who on night one decided to gain the Fool ability, which was actually quite favorable to the evil team because Jules was bluffing and claiming to be the Fool, and didn't have a Fool ability, so that kind of, Jules didn't have a Fool ability, and George was an explanation for that. George never lost a life, but George was also drunk for the entire game by JC the innkeeper. So if at any point Town had tried to execute George, George would have just died because JC kept making him drunk. Claire was your general, who learned on the first night that good was slightly winning, and then learned that things were neutral after Sam the chambermaid died to the Alhadikia, meaning that Bertram the psychopath could come back to life. Rob G thought he was the flower girl and did get true information because only Claire didn't vote on the first day. Rob was just the drunk, and the evil team knew this. They did not know that you were the flower girl until you told them, but they did know that you were the drunk. And so Bertram could never throw an axe at you, and Jules could never kill you in the night because you couldn't die. And last but not least, Lorinda was the tea lady between two evil... Oh, sorry. Lorinda was the undertaker who learned that you executed the psychopath on day one.
That's good. How could anyone possibly have known that?
I know. It's revolutionary news to share. Do we want to do a quick game of this or a quick game of TB or something?
Works for me.
Whatever you like.
Either.
Whatever.
Cool.
Sorry, Birdie.
Let's do speed reptiles, because
Oh,
I
no,
think
no,
that'll
right.
be more of an adventure.
Are any of us in
No.
game one of TPI?
Wow.
I will be mindful
I
if
think
anyone
so, yeah.
needs to go to game one, and
Alex
I will
is,
make
yeah.
sure that it's done
Oh, Alex.
in... Yeah. We'll be good on timing. It's 9 and it's an Alhadikia. Cool.
You can
I will
run the
set this up
strategy.
quickly with chat. All right, that was a very silly and delightful game. Let's get another one in. Do we want, the most important question is, do we want another psychopath? Because I think that would be really funny. Or do we want to do a different minion? I think I will say, just because there are 4 outsiders if it's a Baron game, I think I want to lean away from a Baron. But I think another psychopath would just be really funny because, like, who cares? It's great. So let's have another psychopath. I'm glad that chat is similarly in the vibe of like, yes, another psychopath. Let's have nothing that protects from death. Let's have a snake charmer. Let's have a virgin. Let's have a... We could have another undertaker. Maybe one that doesn't just learn psychopath. Let's have a saint. We're just going full send on all of the things that will end the game very quickly. We'll have a klutz. No drug this time, I think. Let's see. Let's have a... let's have like one of these guys. Let's have a washerwoman. And let's not have a chef, because if the Alhad and the psychopath end up next to each other, that's gonna be a fast game. Let's have a librarian. Yeah. And then we can give like Philo General Flower Girl or something as bluffs. Boom. Done. That's the right number of things.
Slightly frustrated at you, George, yesterday.
Speed lizards, sleep. You can keep talking, just...
Yeah, you...
Alright, we'll use the thingies to, go faster. This is the demon. I love that Jules now gets revenge on the town by just literally being the, psychopath. That's pretty ideal. General Philo Flower Girl. There we go. Minions, bluffs. Done. Let's see. Let's have our librarian confirm our klutz, because I think Claire is more likely to say die in the night, which means that JC will not have Claire to pick. So I think that's fine. So we'll say outsider, and we'll say... I'm tempted to just like straight up put it on the psychopath. Which is very silly, but like I think this is just going to be a silly game, so I think that's fine. Yeah, this is good. So there is actually no Stormcaught player in this game because no one is the drunk, since there's 2 outsiders in play, and George and Jules will not learn about a Stormcaught player, which tells them that the drunk is out of play and therefore potentially bluffable. So we'll wait Claire, and we will just say character klutz is either JC or Jules. I think part of why I'm doing this is because it's going to seem so unbelievable that I would have showed the psychopath that it's kind of funny to just do it. And Sam needs to pick someone. Let's actually like talk to Sam
against each other, because I think
I
was really trying to try and make you the demon.
Hey.
Hello.
Sneaky sneak time.
Let's pick Lorinda. Lorinda always shows the demon.
Okay, bye.
Ah, damn it.
Excellent. And then let's decide who to confirm with Birdie's ability. Oh, Lorinda's the Undertaker again. That's really funny. It's actually a bit tough. I am not sure who to show the washerwoman to. If I really wanted to be very memey, I could show Birdie that he learns himself as the washerwoman, but I think that's a bit cruel. I think what I need to do is maybe show the virgin. This is kind of tough. Or show the librarian, because then the 3 of them are in a confirmation thing, and Lorinda and, well, I think this is already going to be a little bit rough. I think probably the virgin, because Birdie won't necessarily nominate Rob, and Rob won't necessarily play it in a way that is like totally how you'd expect, and then we'll show Alex as the wrong one. I think that's fine. Character virgin, player Alex or Rob. I like that. Birdie's real name is Rob, so just Rob confirming Rob. That's what they do. It's in the name. Sam's done his thing, not waking the outsiders. Birdie's got his information, doesn't wake, knows who the demon is, doesn't wake, knows their stuff. Yeah, we're good to go. So assuming that Birdie has seen that, which he has, let's do it. Speed lizards, speed reptiles. Here we go.
Yeah.
Good morning. I suffered a lizard bite and then died.
Speed game. Speed game.
RSVP. Oh, you actually the tea lady this time.
I'm actually the tea lady this time.
Incredible. Love this for
How
you.
it always works out, isn't it? Yeah.
Cool. Actually, you can have the truth. I'm the flower girl.
You're the flower girl. Okay, awesome. I will do my best to vote on the right things.
Do what you want. We'll see.
Thanks, George. Be like that. See you in a bit. Good luck.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Claiming tea lady again. Psh.
Ooh, okay. If you're able to confirm your ping, then that's very useful for me.
Yes. Okay. I'll listen out, and I mean, my plan was to just keep it to myself for a while, but if I get the impression that people seem like they want to kill you, then I'll do my best to give you a way out.
Okay, cool. I will probably choose to die if I'm selected tonight. After that, it gets a bit more wishy-washy, but it maximizes the chance that we've...
Hey, you
I
pinged me.
whined about being left. Oh, did I? Oh no, I pinged you, but how did Claire get here?
Because me and Claire were already talking.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Wait, what? What happened? I'm sorry.
Three-way chat. It's fine.
Look, the key to speed games is efficiency. So I'm the virgin. Who wants to nominate me?
I will nominate you.
Hell yeah. What are you?
I'm the librarian.
That's a good nomination for me. Jules, how about you?
Well, I was also going to say I'm the virgin, but clearly I'm not.
Clearly, you're not. What are you instead?
The general.
Love it. Are we winning?
Yep. Of course. Full thumbs
Hell
up,
yeah.
100%.
Awesome. Gonna smash it. What could
Good.
go wrong?
Winning.
Fuck that.
Just never get up at that time. That isn't a real time of day. It's just made up by people to make
It
other people
is.
think it
Yeah, I
is.
know. Busy people going to work at 7:30. I was like, oh.
It's not a real time.
No, it was quite sunny though, so I felt very refreshed. Speed mincing to Piccadilly train station. So happy days.
Excellent.
And then the
Anyway,
train
actually,
cancelled.
this game, just because
Anyway, back to
they
this
don't want to
game.
hear about our lives.
No.
I'm actually the tea lady this time.
You won't believe this. I'm actually the saint.
So did Jam just give us all the things we claimed?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah.
Yeah, there's a secret gardener in play.
Secret
Amazing.
gardener, secret gardener.
Yeah.
It's a surprise new fable.
Fun.
That's what's being revealed today on the TV.
Excellent.
So the chances of you having neighbours that won't survive, I mean, I still think we just kill your neighbours. But
Let's just do it again. Yeah, they got the roles they wanted last time, which I know
Yeah, so
Bertie said that.
Bertie
Actually,
Bertie was a snake charmer in the last game.
Bertie told me they got one of the best 2 roles in Clocktower, and I just
He meant
randomly
snake
said
charmer.
psychopath and PA last
But it was
time, and
extremely funny that you said psychopath.
I've only just remembered that I said that. That's great. Okay,
I mean,
let's kill
psychopath is
Bertie
very
again then.
rude.
JC and George, you're new to this. Do either of you want to nominate a virgin?
No. In sync.
Okay, well, that was rude of both of you.
I'm an outsider, Sam. This is what I'm telling everyone. So I am a terrible person to nominate a virgin.
And I just don't want to do it.
Hello.
Hello. I assumed the night information would be available, and it's disappeared, so I only know one of the people you just said.
You were woken and shown that either Alex or Rob G is the virgin.
Cool, that is what I thought. Awesome.
That's fine.
Thank you.
I will say I once forgot one of my pings as the washerwoman and then just played the entire game that way. So
Well, the thing is, that's what I thought, but then Sam just claimed virgin to me, and I was like,
there's a
don't
drunk
think
on
I
the
saw his
script and a poisoner.
Hmm?
There's a drunk
Yeah.
and a poisoner on the script. Get out of here.
very true.
Yes, let me just get my my KY out.
God.
Welcome back. Nominations are obviously not yet open.
Yeah.
I would like to claim psychopath.
Oh. I heard Lorinda kill Sam, and then Sam, who did you kill?
I'll kill Lorinda.
Oh, good. You both. I literally can't say that you both die.
Damn it.
Okay.
Who else wants to do the psychopath bit?
Can Alex claim psychopath and target himself?
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, he must
It's
be
a
still
shame
cool.
there's not a tinker on the script. Noms will open in 5, 2, 1. Okay, you can nominate.
Rob G nominates Sam.
Why?
Oh. Sam claimed virgin to me.
I did. This is weird. I don't like it.
Takes 5 to put Sam up for execution. Starting. No.
No, JC.
5 is enough.
That's a soiled virgin.
That's such a shame. All we're doing is proving one of us is the drunk. Which I think means Baron game, funnily enough. Although I am one outsider short. Sam will nominate George.
Why?
Didn't want to nominate a virgin, and no good reasons for that.
George.
I'm a character who would accuse Liv, which is the prime reason why I didn't want to accuse Die during the day.
5 to die, 6 to die. Starting now.
This is not going to get it, so I will keep my hand down to avoid contaminating Flower Girl.
1 is not enough. Last call for nominations. Closing the day in 3, 2. Sam is executed and dies. And that was a really fast game. It's not over though. Good night.
Oh, you teased.
All right, let's see what we got. We have, I think, just the owl hat. Yeah. Because Sam was the only thing to go before. Hey.
Hello. Well, now they got the opportunity to publicly tell everyone I would pick Liv. So I'll start with picking myself.
Great.
And then we will go for Lorinda and Alex in that order.
Sounds good. Cheers. All right, we will wait until we see that Alex has returned, and then we will make lightning sounds. These are really interesting picks, actually, based off of who is confirmed in this grim by other players. Yeah, I think Alex might choose die this time, but Alex is sometimes the sort of player who will just say live because he likes living, which is totally valid and sometimes works in your favor. So we'll see how it goes. Alex is also last, so I think I can probably get away with maybe starting the I don't want the game to take too long because I know that some people are playing in the game after this. But yeah, okay. There we go. The Al-Hadikia requires silence, as they have selected. George, please message me whether you'd like to live or die. The Al-Hadikia has selected Lorinda. Please message me whether you would like to live or die. The Al-Hadikia has selected Alex. Please message me whether you'd like to live or die. The Al-Hadikia has spoken.
That was George, Lorinda, Alex, right?
Yeah, the game's over. Good one.
Well,
Hey!
God damn it!
I told you George was evil. No one believed me.
George is the Alhad. Let's just go around. Rob is the virgin. Jules is the psychopath. Lorinda's the undertaker. Birdie's the washerwoman who saw Rob. Alex is the saint who said live. Sam is the snake charmer. JC is the klutz, and Claire is the librarian, confirming that klutz.
Rob, you being the virgin is such a twist.
Right. I mean, at this rate, we can get at least 3 more games in. Let's do it again.
Boy.
What?
Love that so much. I think we're just gonna continue putting in an owlhead and a psychopath because at this point it's funny. Let's get a sweetheart this time and a drunk again. Let's have another virgin and a snake charmer. I might do like almost the exact same setup, but just change like a few things. I think let's have a fool for real because we haven't really had that yet beyond the Philo fool. Let's not have both the confirmation things. At this point, we might as well put in a chef. So who cares? And let's see, what two other things do we want? Let's make the innkeeper the drunk this time. And then let's have let's see, a real secret guard. I wish we could have a secret gardener again. We haven't had a sailor yet. Yeah, let's have a sailor. Why not? Sailor and innkeeper together, and just one of them will be the drunk. I think that's fine. I think actually drunk sailor is quite good on this script. So we'll do that and then have an innkeeper for real. Boom. Okay, we've gotten away with having a chef. Fantastic. Speed Lizards continues. Good night.
Oh,
this is so good. I love that in a lot of ways. Someone the other night said to me, they were like, yeah, like, we need bluffs for Lorinda. Undertaker, because they've just been the Undertaker twice. And Tea Lady, this is so funny. I'm like trolling at this point, but it is also funny. Whatever, I don't care. That's hilarious. Like that, I mean, okay. Claire finds out that Lorinda is the demon and nothing else. Jules gets to pick someone to drunk. And then we need to tell both the evil players about the storm-caught sailor, which is Jules, because that is not actually going to do anything. So Jules is the drunk and they are safe. So we will just say, wake character, Stormcatcher. And we'll say Jules, character, drunk, just for good measure, because even though they know the Stormcaught players are drunk, I think it helps to just say that specifically. And we'll do the same thing for Claire. Stormcatcher, drunk, Jules. Right on. So that didn't do anything. Doesn't wake. Learns a 0. And then let's find out what Alex does. Oh, I might have fucked that up because I think the snake charmer goes before the chef goes. Oh no, that still doesn't matter. It's still a 0 no matter what. We are fine. We can make a choice. So like even if Alex hits, then it's really not an issue. I like that Birdie went from confirming a virgin to being a virgin also. Claire, who's the minion. Okay, cool. Nothing changes there. I think that's the whole night. Great. Speed night. That's fine.
Here.
Oh my goodness. I picked myself in the night and died and the game ended very quickly. New game! I'm still dead though.
Like for speed, we need to be efficient. Everyone, every half the group to the potion shop, the other half the tower. We need to get through this quickly.
If we need to be efficient, I'll claim psychopath. Oh, never mind.
Three-way chat in the
I
cathedral.
love that the split of Sam saying, let's have people go to the tower and whatnot has resulted in, yeah, this is good. This is good.
We just ran away from Jeff. Shadow, she's found us. Oh no.
Yeah, what were you saying when we all ran away? Okay, never mind.
Oh, we'll never know. I do this. It's fun.
Chef 0.
Ooh.
I am here now.
Hello.
Thank God, we can start
I
talking.
claim Chef 0, Sam.
Oh, sick. Love a good
Hi
chef,
here,
sir.
I'm dead.
Actually, my name is Here Now. Thank you very much.
I'm actually the tea lady.
That's why I'm dead.
Sure you are.
We can't
third
both be
game
the
in a row.
tea lady. We can't both be the tea lady, Lorinda.
We can. What's wrong with that?
Okay.
Yeah,
well, I'm
fair.
the Undertaker, so I guess we should execute somebody who's not sat next to either of you, which leaves Alex, George, and Rob. I'd prefer not to execute Rob, so Alex or George it is then.
If you're the Undertaker, then why are we both claiming tea lady?
Because Jams hates me? And doesn't want me to get any info?
Sounds
Okay.
possible.
Cool.
Innkeeper. That's me. I'm the innkeeper.
You're the sin keeper.
That's what I said. Okay.
sweetheart, as Georgiorino.
Ah, you're like
Yeah.
a mature virgin, because I guess once you finish being a virgin, you just become a sweetheart.
And now I'm here.
Now he's here. Look at him.
Oh,
Hi here. I thought your name was Here Now.
No, I changed it.
what are you, Sam?
Oh, I'm the Undertaker. Alex and
Nice.
George, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but everyone else is sat next to a tea lady, so we're executing one of you two today.
Oh, cool. You should probably pick Alex then.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'm just a lowly snake charmer. So if
We
you
should
want
kill
my,
you then. I can
if you
confirm
want
you
my-
and get another player confirmed.
Not having that.
Man, that was such an efficient day.
Yeah. Banger.
This is Speed Reptiles after all. Like the idea of an actual event. Like, what would Speed Reptiles be if it was just an event instead of a Clocktower game?
A Komodo dragon race.
Amazing. Feel free to use the next minute or so to brainstorm what else Speed Reptiles might be. I'm asking you too, chat. While we wait for nominations to open.
We're not going with my name from last week, right? Okay, this is good.
I feel like it would be like a speed reptiles. I was about to say like a grip strength competition. But... Oh, an event where you scale things at speed.
Ooh.
Clever.
I would like to claim Psychopath and kill JC, please.
Okay.
I
would
just
like
didn't
to
get to
kill-
do it last game, so.
Valid.
Can I claim Psychopath and kill Bertie, please?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Cool.
The
Good.
first psychopath kill of.
Hey, we
Yeah.
did it, team.
Can Alex claim Snakeopath and slither towards Rob?
Yeah, sure. On that, I believe that's the official formal signal for nominations being open.
Yeah, I think so.
Sound like nominate George.
Yeah, the snake's out. Let's nom.
Why?
It was JC's idea.
JC?
Oh, there is a Chef Zero, and the chef is clearly the drunk, so that means that George has to be evil with Claire.
George?
I'm literally incapable of arguing with that.
4 votes, starting now.
Actually, you make an annoyingly good point, JC. Now I can't do this.
Yeah.
Damn
I'm
it,
bummed about
JC.
it too. I'm as bummed as you are.
Gotta load it again.
Claire,
Yes.
on the spectrum between tactics and spite, why did I die?
It was mostly spite, I'll be honest. And also, we've got 20 minutes to finish the game, so I'm not going to sit on it.
Second call.
So
Someone
somewhere between
who's
spite
not
and
sat next to
efficiency.
Claire.
I'll nominate Lorinda.
Why?
Tea Lady double claim.
Lorinda?
I am the tea lady. I also can't be the other evil person because if I wasn't the tea lady, my psychopath would not have killed the person sat next to me.
4 votes, starting now.
Depends if
Which
they knew you were claiming Tea Lady.
Lorinda also makes a good point. Oh, Alex.
5 is quite a lot. Lorinda is on the block.
Lorinda nominates Jules.
Why?
I'm the tea lady.
Yeah, this is fine.
Alright. 5 to tie, 6 to die. Starting now.
If you stick with that tomorrow... Oh, maybe we are doing this, okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
6 is a tie. Nope, 6 is not a tie. I lied. 6 is enough. Jules is about to die.
Ooh.
I also don't
Do
think we'll beat that.
Argos in this town.
Closing the day. In 3,
Flargos aren't real.
2.
Yeah, they're drunk or the Ahadikia, clearly.
Jules is executed. And dies. Good night.
Oh, bummer.
Alright, I think this will be interesting to see how Lorinda plays this. Like, obviously, if they're actually continuing to claim Tea Lady for real, that's going to be a bit rough. I would imagine, I don't know if Claire and Lorinda spoke, but I would guess if they didn't, Claire probably just didn't realize that Lorinda was properly bluffing Tea Lady, which is a bit tough. But either way, I think we'll be all right. Let's find out who will get Lorinda's picks, and we'll get George's picks. And then we'll see what's happening. What's nice is there's already 2 people dead. If there's a triple kill, we'll get some more dead. Rob and Sam. So we'll drunk Sam and protect Rob. And then JC. I'll just wake them to get the other picks as well. Yeah.
Hello.
Can I get your other 2 picks as well, please?
Oh, sure. Sam is pick 2. Claire is pick 3.
You got it. Cheers. All right, we're good. Let's do some more pew pew sounds. What you guys can't see is that every time I do this, I like put my hands over my mouth as if I'm trying to amplify the lightning sounds. Anyways, silence! The Alhadikia has selected JC. Please message me whether you'd like to live or die. The Alhadikia has selected Sam. Please message me whether you'd like to live or die. The Alhadikia has selected Claire. Please message me whether you'd like to live or die. The Alhadikia has spoken. Thank you. Pew, pew, pew. Hey, sorry, I fucked up. It's a fast game and I forgot to wake you. Do you want to pick someone now?
Oh, super. Ah, amazing. I will pick. Let's pick JC.
Okay, get out.
Bye.
Yep, obviously very broken. If you had picked Lorinda, I have no idea what I would have done. Would have just figured it out in the moment. Not the worst mistake I've made as a storyteller. Once I procced a virgin off of a player who wasn't the virgin. So, mistakes happen. You know, you just have to try and handle them as best you can. And fortunately, they didn't pick the demon, so we're doing all right. Yep, we got a little lucky, but that's okay. And that is everyone then. So it's just going to be JC dead in the morning. And then Claire gets to murder some more people. Good stuff. JC's dead. That's all. Good morning.
Yeah?
Nice.
How did that happen?
Oh, I chose die.
Oh, okay.
An impossible choice. Who would ever choose die?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't fundamentally change anything about my character.
Yeah, that's I'm sure it's fine.
Surprise, surprise. I saw Birdie as the chef. That's not what my character is. I'm not the Undertaker. I was looking around for the plot. I'm the Bull, which is why I said it doesn't fundamentally change anything about my character.
That explains a lot. I was really ready to bring down the bricks on you. Cool, that's fine. I probably will keep picking you because it's funny.
Oh.
And,
Oh, you're innkeeper. I thought you were saying that I was the librarian.
oh no! Oh no! I'm the innkeeper.
Oh man, literally nothing changes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All it does is stop you from dying in a day, but
Yeah.
I've decided you're good, so I'm not going to worry about
Cool, love it.
that. Right, thanks.
Love this little note and just the whispers. What do I have to say to make sure you don't ask me and die, apparently?
You would have died twice in a row, but because Claire killed Bertie, you had to be evil for me. Unfortunately, there's a Chef Zero, because you picking George makes it look really strongly like George is a demon, but with a Chef Zero...
Right. I mean,
Then
it's
not.
kind of between you and George for me, I think.
I think that's fair, yeah. I think we should probably
Yeah.
kill Meal. Yeah, unless... We'll check if the chef numbers change. If the chef numbers change to a 1, we'll kill George, otherwise we'll kill me.
Okay, where did the chef number come from?
Either JC or Sam. I'd rather not out exactly who. It was in that conversation.
Okay. I mean, I'm not evil, so
It's just because one's alive and one's dead, so I'd rather not
fair.
say
Fair.
exactly which one said it.
Okay.
But I heard a 0 from the chef number. If they're sticking by that, we should probably kill me and get me out of the way. If they're not sticking by it, we should probably kill George because from my perspective it is George. But yeah,
Right.
I can't explain the chef number because the chef can't be drunk if I'm drunk.
Right. I also
chef
feel
needs to-
like there's a.
All right,
I
the
appreciate the
Komodo
effort.
Komodo dragons. I can't talk anymore.
Sense.
The Komodo
Because they
dragons
would
are
know.
hurtling towards the finish line of this race. And then, in the meantime, if anyone wants to say anything, now's a good time for it before nominations are open.
I would like to say something. I was the sailor, so it seems extra weird that I died. I think, because Lorinda's claiming tea lady, and I drank with George the first night, so I feel like there are kind of two different ways I could not die.
Based on what you
I
talk,
could-
yeah, based on that, I think it
Sorry,
makes
what?
sense that you would be drunk rather than I am on that particular day.
Yeah, I could be specifically the drunk, I guess, but I feel like it makes sense maybe to kill Lorinda because the tea lady thing is not tea ladying.
I kind of want to go for Alex.
I'm just a drunk snake charmer. Leave me alone.
Oh wait, no, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Lorinda's can't be a sober tea lady because Bertie and Gills
Yeah.
the monster are both good.
Yeah, I'm happy to die here. I just
Right.
want to check first though, that the chef number hasn't changed. If the chef number's a 0, I don't mind me being the kill.
The chef number's a 0, but I think we should probably go after Claire today because if we execute wrong today, we strongly risk losing, not necessarily tonight, but tomorrow because Claire can then.
Could I claim psychopath and kill Sam, please? Thanks.
Oh, that's fascinating.
That is a
Nominations
bummer.
are open.
But
No,
useful.
that's fine. That confirms someone. Surprise!
Yeah.
That confirms a living player,
Yeah.
which is huge. Okay, sure. So that's cool. I'm not gonna tell anyone to confirm, but we do kind of have to kill the demon today, I think.
No, we don't.
Ooh.
We probably do. Do we have any? I have one outsider claim. Do we have a second?
I have just the one.
Okay.
I don't have any, so that's great. Okay, so
I'm claiming outsiders.
All right. So 1, 2 can't be the demon.
I
That means-
can't be the drunk.
3 can't be the demon. It's between Alex and Lorinda. It is just between Alex and Lorinda.
Yeah.
Alex
Yeah.
will nominate Lorinda.
Why?
I don't like being accused of being a dirty old demon. When there's a far better demon candidate over there. Sorry, Lorinda. Tag, you're it.
Lorinda, tag, you're it.
work out. Is there
Respond.
any way we kill me today and still have a game going tomorrow? So I don't mind dying here because
I think it's technically possible.
Well,
The best
takes
kind of
3
possible.
votes to put Lorinda on
I'll
the
be
block.
nominating Alex, but I don't mind if you want
Starting
to kill
now.
me if you think the game carries on.
Four's enough.
I think if Alex is the demon, I don't think we can win if we execute Lorinda. But also but the other way round. So it's pure
Basically.
50-50.
I'm more inclined to believe that Lorinda, you're the tea lady, right?
Yeah.
Is there any world
Which is
in which that
impossible, I
works?
think.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
have
we're
to be
missing a
either the drunk or the
Yeah.
demon.
By the
Yeah.
drunk.
Lorinda could be
Lo-
drunk.
Lorinda has to be either the drunk or the demon.
George, are you like the sort of person that if you were sailor picked and you're not the demon, would probably
I'm the innkeeper. I've also confirmed because Sam the Fool just died and is drunk.
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there's
Brody, what are you?
There's a chef 0 as well.
Brody, what are you?
Virgin.
Well, okay, that is sad.
Yeah.
I don't see another drunk candidate anywhere. Like Birdie can maybe be the drunk, but genuinely, I don't think JC is.
Jules
I'm
can
pretty
be.
sure Jules can be, but I don't think so either. Based on
Jules
this,
is the only dead player who has been executed rather than died to demon or psychopath. So Jules is the only valid candidate from the dead people.
Yeah.
Living
the thing is-
wise, George can't be the drunk. Rob can't be the drunk. So it's either Alex, Lorinda, or Jules is the drunk, and either Alex or Lorinda is the demon.
I think it's more likely Lorinda's the drunk. Honestly, I'm happy to dip on Alex
Last
here.
call for
Lorinda.
nominations.
I'll nominate Alex.
Anything to add?
Yeah, I just kind of think Lorinda's the drunk, and Alex was the person I would have voted for yesterday if we hadn't nominated Jules first of Lorinda's eliminators. So let's try this.
Alex?
I'm not the demon. I'm just the snake charmer. Leave me alone.
Takes 4 votes to tie and 5 votes to execute. Starting now.
The other thing we need to say is Lorinda is claiming Tea Lady for the 3rd game in a row, and I know that can
is
happen.
true.
Yeah.
We're moving this anyway now.
Uh-oh.
I was undertaking the other 2, just to be clear.
7 is
Yes.
so many. Alex is about to die, and I do not think that will be lifted. So,
It's more the point, if you're the demon, you 100% would claim Tea Lady for the fun of it.
I would.
Alex is executed and dies. Good night.
Yeah.
We'll make this quick. Let's use the cards because they're quicker. While George sends that, I'll grab Lorinda in a chat.
Yeah.
Hey, who you picking?
God damn it, I don't know how this works. There's 4 alive, right? Just checking
There's
that.
4 currently alive, correct?
I don't know how this works. Okay, in order. Claire, George, Rob G.
Claire, George, Rob G. Got it. Cheers. Okay, Claire, George, Rob. That's pretty useful because given that Claire is protected, yeah, we'll see how it shakes out. The Alhadikia has asked for silence very kindly. Claire, please message me whether you'd like to live or die. The Alhadikia has selected George. Please message me whether you'd like to live or die. The Alhadikia has selected Rob G. Please message me whether you'd like to live or die. The Alhadikia has spoken. Alright, so I'm just gonna double check. They all said live, so they all die, but the order in which that happens is that Claire dies but can't because she's Innkeeper protected at the time, so she actually lives. But then George dies, which means that Rob can die, so they both die, which means we wake up on 2 people alive, and the evil team has won. And I'm saying this very fast because I'm mindful of what time it is and want to make sure that we finish before the stream, which means that for the first time in our 3 games of Reptiles 2 Lizards in the City, the evil team has won, which is super exciting. Go them. Let's tell them. Good morning. Claire is alive, George is dead, Rob is dead, the game is over, and the evil team has won.
We shouldn't have.
Needed you to choose live there, George.
So Lorinda was the Alhadikia who had selected a bunch of people, and most importantly received the bluffs of Tea Lady, Undertaker, and I think General, because that was left. Claire, your other remaining living player, is the psychopath who killed a bunch of people. One of those was Bertram the Virgin. The other was Sam the Fool, who was drunk that day because of George the Innkeeper. Our other outsiders in the game, Rob was our sweetheart. And Jules, I think, correctly figured out that they were the drunk who thought they were the sailor. So the evil team knew that Jules was the drunk, but not what they were. Alex was, in fact, your snake charmer, who I did forget to wake one night. My apologies. Thankfully, you didn't pick the demon when I woke you after the Alhadikia had chosen.
That's fine.
So, mistakes happen. And JC was your chef, whose 0 was actually super, super strong because it meant that George could not be the demon even before he was confirmed by Sam's death. So, finally got an evil win. Hooray for Lizards, and we managed to finish on time. So, yay, hooray
Hell
for
yeah.
us.
Good work, team.
Zero.
Cheers,
This is a
guys.
fun script.
We have Lorinda on
Clearly
once
we're
twice
happy.
this game.
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
It's embarrassing.
I knew that's why you nominated me, Larissa.
Oh no, it was. I was going. It wasn't because you were the drunk. I was going for the drunk bluff.
Oh,
That
okay.
wasn't for drunk division.
Got it.
All right. So For this. Wild. Okay, I just accidentally somehow unmuted the stream on my browser, and I think that might have caused some weird sound things, but we have them resolved now. Thanks for coming to watch and tuning in. This was super fun. I am going to send you all over to the Pandemonium Institute stream. There's going to be a couple games tonight. There'll be some various different scripts. I think Aggie's running something with Legion on it, maybe. Not 100% sure. And then I know Ben is going to be running a game, and then he'll be running his homebrew script based off of Red Dwarf. So if you are a fan of that, great time to tune in for 6 hours of streaming over at the Pandemonium Institute. And in the meantime, we'll be hanging out here. We are actually, this is my last week streaming live for a little while because I will be in Australia for a few weeks for the 10th anniversary of Blood on the Clocktower. So in the meantime, I got a bunch of our Gen Con folks together along with some other friends to record some games just so that we'd have some games to share with the world while I'm not streaming. So I believe next week, and then not the week of July 4th because it's a federal holiday in the US, but the week after July 11th, maybe, sometime around there. The next couple of streams that you'll see from this channel will be pre-recorded games that we recorded that were very silly and very fun. One of them does have the newly released character in it, so you'll still get to see us play with that the week after the character is released. But yeah, next week we will be releasing a brand new character over at the Pandemonium Institute. Should be a fun one. I guess it'll be interesting to see what people think of it. And yeah, thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night or whatever time it is, wherever you are. That is us out. Realized I have to not mute myself before I say that. Okay, bye.